BattleGlide has gone dark once again. So this is me telling you everything coming to BattleGlide 4.0. And I bet you in this video you will learn something new about this update. One thing that's been in every update are new weapons, so let's talk about them. The new weapons in this game are getting 3 big changes. First one, let's just talk about the new weapons coming to the game. The new weapons coming to BattleGlide include a katana, which will be the only melee weapon in the game to be able to stab through 2 items at once. Tomahawks, which are proclaimed to be very physical. Spears, which are just, well, spears. Not much to say about them. And finally, there's a new gun coming to the game, which people are saying looks like a Saga 12. Which, if you don't know what a Saga 12 is, I wouldn't blame you. I didn't know what it was either. But basically what a Saga 12 is a semi-automatic shotgun, which somewhat resembles a AK-47. The second big change coming to weapons in BattleGlide are new attachments. Right now in the game, currently we have a grand total of 1 attachment in the game. But when this update comes out, I guarantee you at least 4 new attachments will come to this game. And I already know what they'll be. The first one coming to BattleGlide will be a vertical grip. Personally, I feel like the vertical grip should have been in the game way before the silencer. But with the vertical grip, I only see this being added to like 4 guns. But still new stuff, so we'll take it. The second attachment coming to BattleGlide will be the most anticipated one yet, which is the bayonet. I'm not sure if this is going to be added to most weapons or just one. So far, we've only seen the bayonet on 1 weapon, so I'm not sure if we're going to get it to all weapons yet. Third one will be a drum mag, which the model for one is already on the Saga 12. The final one, and you won't believe me, but the last attachment coming to BattleGlide is going to be a grenade launcher. Yes, you heard me correctly, a grenade launcher. There's a 90% chance you do not believe me and you're gonna call BS on this. But listen to this real quick.
Abilities, weapon skins, vertical grips, bayonets, grenade launchers, etc.
Now, besides adding the grenade launcher, that gives the opportunity for a better throwing system for enemies, which I feel like most people have forgotten about, and possibly, keyword possibly, a rocket launcher. The last big thing that is going to be changed with the weapons of this game is, well, weapon skins. The picture on screen right now shows some of the upcoming weapon skins. Now, I'm not completely sure if these are gonna already be unlocked when you start in the game or if you have to unlock them. How I see this going is that there will be challenges for the weapons you're trying to get the skin for that you have to complete to actually use and get the skin. Now, before we talk about anything super big, let's talk about the game as in function-wise. Now, this update is taking forever to come out, but there's a reason why. What they're doing with the game is that they're fully reworking the game, moving it from an engine called Unreal Engine 4 to Unreal Engine 5. And they're also rebuilding the game as they go. Another reason for this is that they don't want to have outdated functions and buggy functions in the game. Now, I'm not a game developer, but what I do know about Unreal Engine 4 and Unreal Engine 5, the big difference is the visuals. And I promise you, when this game gets switched to Unreal Engine 5, the game will look 4 times better. If you don't believe me, I wouldn't blame you, but you could actually see this in BattleGlide's recent videos, especially in the buildings. The reflections on these buildings are a lot more detailed. Another thing that is going to be completely reworked will be the grabbing. Now, right now in the game, the grabbing is very fixed. For example, the bat, where you can only grab it in one place. But with this rework, you'll be able to grab the bat anywhere, or hold a knife backwards. Now, besides holding a knife backwards, there are at least 3 other things coming to BattleGlide. And before we talk about the most anticipated one, let's talk about some things the BattleGlide channel has talked about adding. The first thing that I've talked about adding are new factions. What they mean by this is that they want to add a new type of enemy. like how they added the police back in update 3.0. I have only one idea for what these new factions would be, and that one faction would be the Lizard Gang. And the reason I say this is, well, listen to this.
Have you ever noticed? When you go to a combat zone, the enemies are talking about something secret.
I'll take this any day over dealing with that lizard gang in the sewers.
Now, I'm not sure if the sewer gang will be their own map, but what I do know that, if anything, it'll become its own stealth mission. And I say this because BattleGlide has confirmed he wants to add new stealth missions to the game. Listen to this.
Also, you guys really love the stealth missions in Update 3, so more interior missions is definitely in BattleGlide's future.
Now, if you have any ideas for the new stealth missions, comment them down below. After talking about everything but the biggest feature, let's finally talk about it. Multiplayer. Let's get something out of the way real quick. To our knowledge, multiplayer won't be a lobby style gameplay, where there will be like 15 plus people in one game. For example, how Gorilla Tag is set up. Now what it will be is, it will allow you to have up to 3 friends in one lobby. So 4 people in total, and that's including you. Next, let's talk about the player model. Now most people know there will be a full player model that other people will be looking at. But what some people don't know is that even though there is a full player model, you'll still see your hands floating around. Now back to the player model. We have seen how the player model looks like and how we'll change its design. But that's not everything we'll be able to do to our character. In BattleGlide's recent video, he says this.
First, I'm a big fan of character creation, so I will make sure that players have as much customization options as possible. I came up with fun ideas like hoods, capes, more skins, and even logo.
Now, like the skins for the guns we talked about earlier, I think most likely we'll have to do some sort of challenge to unlock the cape, or whatever he is adding to the game. I have 2 predictions for when this update will be dropping. My first one is on February 14th, which is on a Friday and is, well, Valentine's Day. My second prediction for when this update will be coming out will be sometime in May or June, when most people get out of school for summer break. In my opinion, I want this update to come out in 3 weeks, but from a money standpoint, it would be best to release it in the summer. After saying everything I've said in this video, I wouldn't be surprised if there isn't more to come to this update. With that, if you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing, and why not, while you're here, go watch this video about 6 things you could do in BattleGlide to cure boredom, or this video YouTube recommends.